The names connected to it ring with the history of football itself. Woody, Archie, Bo.
Scott Spears back with you here on this Sunday evening, November the 13th, 2011, 8:01 in the p.m., and we're now going to start a portion of the program tonight that is going to be very difficult for a lot of people. I know very difficult for me as well. As I said at the top of the program tonight, this hour, starting right now, is going to be used to remember a very cool person, in my opinion, who was intertwined in the Marion community. She worked here for a number of years, went to school here, lived over in Cardington, and left us too early last Wednesday at the age of 24. Jessica Nicole West, who did a lot of great things. I met her she was in high school. I believe I was in college at the time, working at Perkins Restaurant here in Marion, and that was probably close to 10 years ago. I was trying to think of the exact year. I don't know the exact year. 8, 9, 10 years ago. Maintained a relationship with her for a long time. She went up to Kent State. She graduated from Cardington Lincoln High School, eventually went to the Ohio State University at Marion, then went to Kent State, and then was married and moved to Wisconsin about a year and a half ago. Stayed in touch with her to some degree through internet, emails, Facebook. Talked to her probably in June was the last time I spoke with her on the phone, and terribly saddened, as I know many people were in this area last week, to learn of her passing at the age of 24 from injury sustained in a car accident. One thing I want to do at the top of this program, for those of you who don't know, I do want to let everybody know when the visitation, funeral, and burial will be. Visitation will be Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, November the 15th, from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Gilead Friends Church. Gilead Friends Church this Tuesday, 3 to 7 p.m. Funeral will be Wednesday, November the 16th at 11 a.m. at the Gilead Friends Church. Burial will be in the River Cliff Cemetery. We're going to be taking calls during this hour. If you'd like to call in and share a memory, I know it might be hard for a lot of people out there to do that. It's hard for me to have this conversation and do this, but this is a tribute. This is happy because we're remembering a life that was well lived right up till the end, and she did live it well. There's no doubt about that in my mind. Telephone number to call in, 387-9326. If you're outside the listening area, it's 740-387-9326. You can call in and share a memory at any time during the next hour, but we are going to have several things going on. I've been in touch with her family somewhat today through email, and they gave me some music that she performed back when she was 12. Some when she was 12, and some that was recorded as late as last week. And we are going to get that in, and her music should very well be on the radio. I don't know if it's ever been on the radio before, but it's going to be tonight. And wherever she is, I hope she enjoys that, because that's the way it should be. Something I want to read that was sent along in the obituary that I read today, and I thought this was very poignant. You don't love someone for their looks or their clothes or their fancy car, but because they sing a song only you can hear. Everyone who knew Jessica West couldn't help but fall in love with her, for she sang a song everyone could hear. The angels in heaven now have another beautiful voice in their choir, as Jessica Nicole West joined them on Wednesday afternoon, November 9th, 2011. Let's hear a little bit of Jessica West.
I can tell there's something you don't wanna tell me. It's killing you 'cause the words are hard to fine. I know you wanna break it to me gently. Oh, sweet baby, say what's on your mind. Let it rip, let it fly. Come on, baby, say it. Do you think I'm gonna cry and about to fall? And I ain't gonna die. So if you're gonna say goodbye, don't take all day and night. Let it rip, let it fly. While the drum, we don't have to drag out the situation. It wasn't you, it wasn't me. Sometimes the chemistry don't ignite. There ain't no rings, no mortgage, there ain't any complications. It's just a half a minute at work, get it out, I'm sure I'll be alright. Let it rip, let it fly. Come on, baby, say it. Do you think I'm gonna cry and about to fall? And I ain't gonna die. So if you're gonna say goodbye, don't take all day and night. Let it rip, let it fly. It ain't no big deal, it ain't no great loss. You and I are on the same train of thought, so you don't have to tell me where to get off. Maybe I misunderstood you. If you're leaving, baby, would you let it rip, let it fly? Come on, baby, say it. Do you think I'm gonna cry and about to fall? And I ain't gonna die. So if you're gonna say goodbye, don't take all day and night. Let it rip, let it fly. So if you're gonna say goodbye, don't take all day and night. Let it rip, let it fly.
Hey, what a great happy song that was. I was just reading over the information here I have, and boy, this is apt. For Jessica, music was her therapy. She would sing if she was happy or sad, and when she wasn't singing, she was listening to music that warmed her heart. When she was younger, Jessica loved traveling to different talent shows to sing and dance, going as far as Alabama to sing in a contest, and even teaching herself how to yodel. She also loved singing in high school and college, and would even sing karaoke in bars if it meant she got to sing. Boy, I think we all can echo that who knew her. You know what? I did hear her yodel once. I remember that now. She told me she made the mistake one time of telling me she knew how to yodel, and of course I was not going to stop until I heard her yodel, and she did. And wow, interesting to know that was self-taught. Telephone number again here if you have a remembrance of Jessica West. Certainly something I think that we all wish we weren't doing tonight, because if we weren't doing this, it would mean that she was still with us. But unfortunately, not the case. But we're going to remember her. Boy, are we going to remember her. And we're going to remember her with happy, happy thoughts and happy times. Telephone number here, 387-9326. Telephone number again, 740-387-9326. You know, this is such an emotional thing to do, and such an emotional time to do it. I mean, 5 days removed from the accident. I don't know if people feel comfortable calling in and sharing their memories or not. It's tough. It's tough. I know it's tough. But hey, we're going to do all kinds of things this hour, and if you do want to call in, I want you to know the option is there, but irregardless, we are going to continue to remember her through a lot of the music that was a part of her life. Now, it looks like we have a call coming in. Let me grab that. Good evening. You're on WDCM. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Hi, are you doing the tribute for Jessica?
Yes, you're on the air right now.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Who is this?
This is Kimberly.
Kimberly. How did you know Jessica?
I went to high school with her.
Went to high school with her. Are you still here in Ohio?
I am. I'm in Gahanna.
Oh, Gahanna. What would you like to share tonight?
Just want to give all my best memories that I had in high school with her. We had a great group of friends that we hung out with, and I just want her to rest in peace and let her know that I love her to death, and I'll always carry her with me.
She had she was so unique. I mean, I knew her for the last, like I said, 8 to 9 years earlier on. Such a unique person and just fun to be around.
She was the most precious person. She did not judge anybody. She was friends with everybody, and she had the voice of an angel.
Yeah, we got a couple of her songs in here tonight that we're playing, so I hope you jump on the net if you're not able to listen from where you are, and check out Facebook, Scott Spears, when this is over, and you can hear some of these songs.
Okay, I definitely will.
Hey, thank you for calling in.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. And once again, wow, a call from Gahanna. If anybody wants to call in with a memory, they are certainly welcome to do so, whatever it is. 740-387-9326. 740-387-9326. And as I said before, because of the internet, I don't know what's going on there. We will get this up on the net when the show's over tonight. Facebook, just search the name Scott Spears. But, as I say, you can call in and share your memory. 740-387-9326. And once again, going to play another song here because I think that's kind of the point. I think the point is that she did love to sing. Music was a part of her life. It was very apparent. And hearing that first song it made me smile, and I hope made a lot of other people smile out there listening. Once again, I do want to make mention that visitation will be Tuesday, November 15th, 3 to 7 p.m. at the Gilead Friends Church. Funeral Wednesday, November the 16th at 11 a.m. at the Gilead Friends Church. And burial will be in the River Cliff Cemetery in Mount Gilead, Ohio. Going to throw another tune on by my friend Jessica, and come back with more, and we're going to talk about some other aspects and maybe a few more memories that I have, and I hope yours too. Telephone number to call in, 387-9326.
Pick up any morning paper, turn on the 6 o'clock news. The devil's been so busy lately that even God must get the blues. The shoes that are on his feet. Yes, even God must get the blues. Oh, this rain falls down from heaven. It must be the angels crying for all sorrow in the world tonight. A young girl hides her face in shame, so they can see it's been battered and bruised, like she's the one to blame. Yes, The blues.
I think kind of a combination. Happy to hear her voice. Hard to hear that. And what an apt song that was. And by the way, I do want to make sure to mention, and you got to bear with me here during this hour because it is kind of hard. These songs were provided to me by Jessica's mother, Charisse. And Jessica was 12 when she sang most of these, as I understand it. And boy, I think that title says it, you know? And I think a lot of us who knew her and cared about her have a case of the blues since Wednesday. No doubt about it. Telephone number again, 387-9326. If you'd like to call in and share a memory, like I say, I know it's hard. But if you want to do it, this is the forum to do it. But if you don't want to do it, we're going to listen to her sing, and we're going to listen and pay attention to great moments in her life. 387-9326. She packed a lot in 24 years. She had a very happy marriage, from what I understand. I have never met her husband, unfortunately. And I won't mention his name because maybe he wouldn't want me to, just because this is radio. But thoughts are certainly with him, and thoughts with her mother and father and family. It's such a tough thing. Tough to lose somebody. I've been thinking, to lose somebody at that age, 24, and in an automobile accident. And I was having a conversation with somebody the other day, and I said, you know, she was so, you know what, we're going to get the phone, and then I'm going to come back to what I was saying. Hey, you're on WDCM.
Hello.
Yes.
Is this the call line?
Yes, you're on.
Okay. This is Rita's, or Jess's cousin Rita.
Oh, Rita, how are you?
I don't know what much I can say.
Just take your time and say what's in your mind, and I think in this case on your heart.
Well, she was pretty much an angel from the time she was born. Everybody loved her.
Totally loving, unique person.
And I know her dad Jeff, would like to thank everybody for their thoughts and their prayers. And just keep them coming, because they're going to need them all that they can get.
They will. They'll be strong, though. She would want them to be strong, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's tough. It's tough. And it's tough for anybody to call in. Do you have a specific memory of her that sticks out in your mind tonight?
There's so many.
I know.
A specific one would be me and her sitting at the piano together. And her just playing around on the piano.
Yeah.
I mean, who would have knew that she would come to love music so much?
She certainly did, and I think that was a great... I really do think that was the paramount importance of her life, was music.
Yes.
Yeah. I know it's tough for you to call in. I thank you so much for doing it. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Just that I love you, Uncle Jeff, and Aunt Sharice, and stay strong.
Yes, and you too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Yeah, I know. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. Gosh. And I'll probably say that more than I've already said that during the hour. It's tough to lose somebody. She was a friend of mine. She was a friend of a lot of people. I've talked to so many people in the last few days that were friends with her, and I can only imagine what her family is feeling. And I think that my thoughts go out to them, as well as do a lot of people who probably have not been able to call or contact or be in touch, but I'm sure they will in the next few days. And let me tell you, we're not going to forget her anytime soon, and frankly, in my case, ever. She was just one of those people you meet that is kind of once in a lifetime. She just makes you... I'm looking at a picture right now that was on the internet when I printed off some information here, and I'm looking at a picture, and it just makes you happy. I mean, it's that's the way it is. Telephone number 387-9326. If you'd like to share a memory, again, 387-9326. Just dial those digits in the area code 740. So when you put them all together, 740-387-9326 if you'd like to share a memory. Oh, good. Here we go. Here comes another one. You're on WDCM.
Hi, Scott. This is Tanya.
Hi, Tanya. How are you?
Good.
Yeah.
Are you on air right now?
You're on the air right now.
Okay. I just want to say to Jessica, I guess if she's listening, that she was one of probably the best friends I had. And I'm sorry that when she left that we didn't stay in contact as much as we should have. And I think that's probably one of the things I've learned out of this, and one of the things that everybody should learn out of this, is that you really need to stay in contact with your friends from the past, from school.
Yeah, and don't hold grudges, and just tell people what they mean to you.
Exactly. Even if it's just like a quick message.
That's right. But you know what? And listen, this goes out to everybody out there right now who might be having these same emotions. And I'm sure, when somebody leaves the state, it is difficult to stay in touch with them to a certain degree. And, though, I think the people know if you cared or if you didn't. They know it when you were with them. That's kind of how it goes, I think. And, as you started the conversation there, you spoke directly to her, and I think that's how it should be. And I think she heard it.
And I think that that's the one thing that's probably good out of this, is that we're seeing all of our old friends, and we should probably do it more.
Yes, we should. It's very sad we lost her, but she'll be the topic of a lot of conversation for a while, and it'll be good conversation.
Yeah, every single time I've talked about her, the first thing that has come out of their mouth is she is one of the nicest people that I know.
Yeah, I think she had that impact on people. Thank you for calling in.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, and I should mention that Tanya, she's actually one of the Perkins people who I was in that group at that time, who worked there with Jessica, and it was a special time, I mean, I don't know what you say. There was a special group there, and I think we've all kind of went our separate ways, but boy, oh boy, I think we all knew it was something special when we were there. Once again, telephone number 740-387-9326 if you'd like to share a memory. 740-387-9326. Hi, you're on WDCM.
Yeah, good evening, Scott. This is Mark again.
Oh, hey, Mark. How are you?
All right, good. A little bit more uplifting note. If you could tell me, after I hang up, kind of tell me a little bit of the history on WDCM, what kind of power that they have and where their antenna is at, and if you know a little bit of history about WDCM, if you could fill us in.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, I don't have a lot of that information right now, but I tell you what I will do. Tune in next week, and I'll have a lot of that.
I'll be glad to listen to you anytime, Scott, and thank you so much.
Thank you. 7 to 9 next week.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. And again, certainly we entertain other calls for things, but right now, certainly having a nice time remembering the life well lived. Jessica Nicole West. 387-9326 is the number to dial in if you have a remembrance. People have been doing that for the last 25 minutes or so, and we're going to remember for the next 35 minutes or so, so please call in. 387-9326, 740 area code if you're outside the area. I was thinking the other day of the first time that I met Jessica, and it was, oh, hold on, you know what? Calls are more important. Hi, you're on WDCM.
Hello?
Yes.
The Scott?
Yes, you're on the air.
I'd like to share a few memories.
Go right ahead. Who are we speaking with?
Her father.
Oh. Go right ahead.
I just want to say that I think it's a great thing you're doing. And, she is a great person. And, she had a lot of friends and everybody loved her, and I just appreciate everything that everybody's doing in her behalf.
Well, I got to tell you, I talking to you on air is I think the first time we've ever spoken.
Probably seen me before. Maybe I used to go over there and eat when Jess worked at the.
Yeah. I think I've probably seen you around, and unfortunate that this is the way we have to talk. But I'm so glad you called in, because, you know, what a horribly sad time. But she was special, and that word is overused a lot, but
right.
She certainly was, and we've had coworkers call in tonight. We've had family members. We had a girl from Columbus who went to high school with her call in, and I think the common denominator is that we all cared. We're all terribly sad, but when the sadness parts, we're going to remember her for a long time, and I think that's...
Well, right now I'm just looking at it as God must have been just a choir member. And that's how I'm feeling in my heart right now.
That's a great way to put it.
And God bless everybody, and thank you for what you're doing, sir.
No thanks needed. Thank you for calling in.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Jessica's father. I think we'll take a second here and collect ourselves. We'll play another tune by Jessica. That girl, Jessica West. That girl who nobody's going to forget, or nobody's going to forget anytime soon. That's the way it is. Phone lines will be open. 387-9326. Here comes Jessica West.